Dollars. Dollars. Because they should be happy. So people don't really people.
Good morning, viewers, all the global viewers all over the world. We say good morning to you. It's a brand new week, a brand new Monday. Say thank you for joining us this morning. Many thanks to all of you who have been staying glued to this channel, all of you who have been commenting on the channel, all of you who have been contributing and supporting in one way or the other. We say thank you so much. This is City Stand, and I'm Michael Adekunle, the anchor of the program, and I welcome my respondent on the program this morning, 28th of April 2025. And of course, you can see the atmosphere, you can see the ambience, uh, you can see what's going on. Yeah, what's going on in the city of Lagos, specifically Ogba News Stand. All right, thank you so much. What's on the news this morning was on our papers. On our papers this morning, Tinubu has told, as the president, Tinubu has told oppositions not to blame him for their incompetence. That is, this is in respect to the mass defection that has been happening since last week. The president has spoken that they shouldn't blame their incompetence, they shouldn't blame him for their inability to manage their party affairs. Of course, don't forget last week, Delta State Governor Sharif and the former governor of Delta State, Ifeanyi Okowa, defected to the ruling All Progressives Congress, and the president is reacting to this as well as the opposition. All right, another one in town right now. They suspended Senator Natasha has apologized to Godswill Akpabio, not just an apology like that, but a mockery for people that are spreading that news all around that Natasha has finally apologized to Akpabio. That's just a satire, that's a satirical uh, apology. That's an apology of mockery to Senate President Godswill Akpabio. Let's see how this game will end between Natasha and Akpabio. All right, on to the next one. The Nigerian Tribune newspaper telling us something very crucial this morning, as well as the Vanguard newspaper. But before doing that, I need to go to the comment section. I think I got a message from Gladys Onyabo saying good morning to us at the stand this morning, and we are saying good morning to Gladys Onyabo. We also have Oye Mibi. Oye, yeah, Oye is from Canada. Thank you so much. That's the man that supported us 2 weeks ago with breakfast. Well, Mr. Oye, you're welcome on the program this morning. We have Juku Fela. Ojuku Fela, you're welcome on the program. DJ Elonga is also here. Shalom, everybody. I will say good morning to you, DJ Elonga. Obiora John is also here with us. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. I don't like fake news. Not last week, see me, Simon, anybody. Of course, that's an headline. You should know what you're saying. Yeah, I told you that that's a statement of mockery. That's an headline. You should know. We've not done the program, but you just cited the headline on the screen. So we are shedding more light to that story, to that headline. I told you that it's a statement, a letter of mockery, an apology of mockery, coming from Natasha, the suspended senator from Kogi. That's your state, Mr. Michael.
Yes, sir.
Lucky, you're welcome this morning. Thank you so much for joining us. Andrew Ogunjimi, thank you so much for joining us. Augustine Efe Money, you're welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. Mr. Henry Okoro is also here. You're welcome. Is in Water, Liverpool, you're welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. Buki Astrop is also here. We say good morning to you. Obiora, John, you're welcome this morning. And also the one you said about Simon Ekpa, we told you last week that true or false, the news about Simon Ekpa's extradition to Nigeria, we discussed it last week. We said true or false. That was a news like that over and around, and we analyzed it here, true or false. We needed to react to it, so we can't just leave all stories like that. Thank you so much, Obiora John. I really appreciate your contribution this morning. Straight to what we have on papers this morning. The Vanguard newspaper, what is it saying? What is President Bola Tinubu telling the opposition at the stand this morning? President Bola Tinubu is here with us at the stand at Ogba News Stand, and he's telling the opposition not to blame him for their inability to manage their affairs. Don't blame me for inability to manage your affairs. There was mass defection, cross carpeting last week from some opposition parties to the ruling All Progressives Congress, and the president has come out clear on this that they shouldn't blame him for what is going on in the country regarding defection drama. We must resist one party state agenda. We must resist one party state agenda. These are people saying this, Akinola or Kalu, Jinado, others. This is on page 10 of the Vanguard newspaper. Defections. Rivalry. Let me use Sheriff. Sheriff Omagege battle for Delta APC leadership. Sheriff, that's the executive governor of Delta State. Omagege battle for Delta APC leadership. Ex-deputy Senate president insists his party lead. Delta governor, my leader, says Festus Kiyamo. Shetima Ganduje, 10 governors received Oberevore Okowa today. Wow, this is an interesting one in the ruling of Progressive Congress. And the PDP has said it clearly that we are running towards or working towards a one party system in Nigeria. Is this going to be possible under the watch of President Bola Tinubu? Please make sure you subscribe. If you're a first time viewer on the platform, make sure you subscribe on the channel. Become one of the families here. Become one of us. by subscribing on that channel. Also, please comment your opinions in the comment section. Very, very important, and let us respect each other's opinions. Let's do away with tribalism, sentiments, bigotry on the platform, especially in the comment section. Let us do away with all these ones. And if speech is not needed, please, we don't need any abuse on any of our analysts or reviewers on the platform. Please let us respect them. They are human beings like you that are watching as well. Thank you so much, Nathaniel Abu, for joining us this morning. Yeah, good morning, City Global. Thank you so much. You're welcome on Global City Stand. What is Nigerian Tribune newspaper saying? Tinubu's government making efforts to dismantle democratic foundations. This people saying this, Odikalu, Ojudu, Jinadu, 15 others, warning the administration of President Bola Tinubu not to turn Nigeria into one party state. On to the next one. 50 billion naira and allowance. We didn't rely on money released on paper, says ASU. And the last story I'll be reading because we have a whole lot of stories here. The last one, this is on page 19 of the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. Nigeria targets single digit inflation, job creation amid global uncertainty, says Wale Edon. That's the finance minister. You're welcome on the program once more, and I appreciate everyone's presence at this 10 this morning. We shall be digging it out. Let us see what our analysts will be saying this morning. Let us see what they have for us on today's topics. You're welcome, gentleman Mike Oluwawan. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. But before I move deep into the program, last week, that was on Saturday or so, Mrs. Tina, all the way from California, blessed Oluwawan with the sum of 80,000 naira. I think you need to appreciate her this morning.
Good morning. I want to use the opportunity again to thank you very, very, very much, my big sister, Miss Tina. God will bless you. I really appreciate it. Your pocket will never dry in Jesus' name. Amen. To bless you, and your blessing will never dry. God bless you.
All right, thank you so much. Gentleman Mike, you're welcome on the program this morning.
Thanks for having me.
What's happening with Senator Natasha again? Idragon. Senator Natasha Idragon at it again. Why is he apologizing to the Senate president? Of course, this is an apology of mockery coming from that suspended senator. Why is she so controversial?
I think for some time now, if you observe Michael, I think she has been very quiet because there was a court ruling that barred even her from speaking to the press and all of that. And she has, to a very large extent, she has complied with that court ruling. For me, I think she hasn't violated any of those court orders that came, and she has comported herself properly to a large extent. Why she's controversial, I think she'll be in the position to state that. But seriously, much as she's not perfect, just the way I am not, some of the issues she has had, I think the Senate has not handled it very well, especially the one she had with the Senate president. I believe the Senate House hasn't handled it properly. They will have allowed the committee on investigation to do their job rather than quickly suspending her and all of that. But by and large, the entire thing seems to be before a court of competent jurisdiction, and we await their verdict on some of those things.
I know you so much love Senator Natasha Ijago. I don't know. Maybe it's because she's from your state. But don't you think that's an insult on the Senate president of the country? Of course, he was the burial of the late Pope Francis. But should that be coming from Natasha at this point in time?
I don't see any insult that she passed on the stage. I'm not aware of any insult that she passed.
I know you can't be aware, gentleman.
Honestly, I'm not.
All right, before saying that, let me quickly talk to Oluwawan. What's your take on that? I'm still going to read it out now.
You see, it's like the battle the deal is done. See, Senator Natasha have told the whole world what's happened, comprehensive between her and the Senate president. Along the line, she was thrown out of the chamber. You understand, the red carpet house, which when she was thrown out, at the end of the day, see, the law was not coming to her own favor. She had to apologize because if you can't fight them, you join them. because that is where you eat your daily bread. Because Nigeria, you can't fight the government on ground. The government on ground, they are not sincere with the law. So nobody but the cat stay and go free. So you have to come back and say, okay, let us move forward. I'm sorry. End of discussion.
All right, let me quickly read it for the sake of our viewers who don't really understand what is going on currently with Senator Natasha. We have it on PM News and some other conventional media here. Okay, Akpoti Iduagon fires back at Akpabio with sarcastic apology. Forgive my dignity. And what she's saying here, Senator Natasha Akpoti Iduagon has escalated an ongoing feud with Senate President Godswill Akpabio, delivering a biting, satirical apology letter in which she mocks the political establishment and reaffirms a commitment to integrity and merit. The letter, which was shared by the senator on our official Facebook page on Sunday, uses sarcasm to attack what she perceives as an ingrained culture of entitlement among some male politicians. The controversy between Akpoti Dragon and Akpabio reached a boiling point after she accused him of sexual harassment earlier this year. Natasha alleged that Akpabio made unwelcome sexual advances toward her in his office and residence in Akwa Ibom State. She claimed that her refusal to comply led to deliberate efforts to obstruct her legislative work, including blocking her attempts to raise important motions concerning the Jakarta Steel Company in Kogi State. In a letter, Natasha sarcastically apologized to Akpabio for what she described as grievous crime of maintaining dignity and self-respect in his presence. Can you now see?
Absolutely, I think
So she's not apologizing.
I mean, if you,
She just
from what
she
you
don't want to
read,
be in the news again.
exactly,
Right?
I wouldn't say that. But from what you said, if trying to be a dignified person within that space, within the Senate, is a crime, then that's what she's apologizing about. If holding on to a degree of self-esteem has become a crime, then that's what she's apologizing about. I mean, but as you said, it is a mockery of the Senate president in a particular way. And for me, I think all that she said is still within her right.
Within her right. Is it still within her right?
That is positively right, because you have to make a statement. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We let things calm down, because rivalry, when you are fighting the fight that you know you can't end the fight as a winner, you will step down, because you know her position in the Senate. She's a big lady now. You know how she forced her way from Kogi down to that place. So the situation on ground as Akpabio, let us be frank with ourselves. Akpabio have case to answer, but who will call him to answer case? So at the end of the day, you have to say sorry. Let's move on. Life goes on.
Sorry, let's move on. Life goes on. Okay, let us take another one from Punch. I think this is clearer, and I believe some of our viewers will understand. It reads, "Dear distinguished Senate President Godswill Akpabio, it is with the deepest sarcasm again and utmost theatrical regret that I tender this apology for the grievous crime of possessing dignity and self-respect in your most exalted presence. I have reflected extensively on my unforgivable failure to recognize that legislative success in certain quarters is apparently not earned through merit, but through the ancient art of compliance of the very personal kind. How okay, let me move further. I now realize the catastrophic consequences of my actions. Legislation delayed, tempers fled, and the tragic bruising of egos so large they require their own postcodes for this disruption to the to the natural order of quid pro quo, something like that. I bow my head in fictional shame. Please find it in your magnanimous heart, somewhere buried deep beneath layers of entitlement, to forgive this stubborn woman who mistakenly believed that her seat in the Senate was earned through elections, not erections. Through elections and not erections. I remain yours eternal resistance, Senator Natasha Akpoti, unafraid, unbought, and unbroken.
It's serious apology. A lot of people have been asking her to apologize and move on, and I think she has done that.
Is this an apology?
It is in the spirit of moving on. Forget all the grammar that she tried to put there. She has really apologized.
Is this not pride?
She has really, pride that what? See, every time they put some of these questions to her, she always reminds the people that I hope you are aware that I'm a lawyer. She understands what she's talking about. In my estimation, she's not just playing to the gallery. She understands the gravity of every word that she speaks. So when you are dealing with that kind of a woman, then if you feel that she has violated your space, you can approach the court, and I think they are already in court. So for me, she has apologized. The whole world asked her to do. Some people asked her to apologize. I think she has done just that.
Okay, no problem. I know some of our analysts here are reacting to this currently.
She has apologized. Since maintaining dignity has become a crime, she has apologized. Those are the things she stated.
But did you check the context of apology? Did you see it?
I heard you.
I just read it now.
No, I heard you, Michael. She said since it has become a crime to be decent, at least to a certain degree, then she apologized. Then she's sorry. That Akpabio should find a space in the deepest part of his heart. Forgive her.
That is the last one.
Okay, do you think Akpabio will still remain credible after all these allegations leveled against him?
Especially
in the face of the public.
It's because we are in this climb when people don't even respect the office they represent. In more senior climb, I think by now Akpabio should have stepped down for a thorough investigation to be done, and that was what we were even expecting. As at the time this allegation came, nobody's saying maybe like Natasha is correct because you have not proven it more. You have not shown evidences of sexual harassment and all of that she alleged Akpabio to have committed. So, but in decent society, and Akpabio should have stepped down so that he doesn't use some of this paraphernalia of his office to obstruct the investigation, a detailed investigation, so that an investigation can be done and people move on from there.
All right, before we move to another topic, don't go, gentlemen, Mike, don't go yet. There are viewers on the platform reacting to this news or this report as we speak. We have Udeze Chima saying Natasha remains the strongest woman in Nigeria today. And he's saying good morning to every one of us here at the stand. All right, Udeze Chima still on it. Oluwa 1. Natasha is not any woman that you see always in Nigeria. She is possessed she has possessed the exact character and prowess of an European woman. Pascal is saying she did not apologize to Akpabio. This is not an apology. Okay, that's what he means. Okay, David Okafor, also known as Studio, is saying that Nigeria is a country known for victimization, and it's a shame for the Senate President. Nathaniel Abu says Natasha remains one of the strong women, barrister, mother, and politician with character. I know gentleman Mike will be happy with this compliments. Okay,
you can say that again.
I know you're happy. Buki Astrov, that doesn't mean that all Kogi State women have the same character or the same spirit.
Continue what you're
Even if my mom is from that side,
They are strong. They are strong people.
Buki Astrov, she's not apologizing. That is what Buki Astrov is saying. Natasha is not apologizing. All right, blessed one, highest sarcasm. Blessed one, highest sarcasm. Nigeria is very oppressive with people with power. Now, people in power, Nigeria is very oppressive. But before I let you go, let's quickly talk about President Bola Tinubu's statement towards the oppositions in Nigeria. He said they shouldn't blame him for all this mass defection we are witnessing, or they are witnessing in their party or in the country. But I want to ask you now, is Tinubu responsible for this cross-carpeting of politicians from their own party to the ruling All Progressives Congress?
Of course, it shouldn't be blamed. That's my view on the rate of defection that we are seeing coming into the All Progressive Congress. I don't think Tinubu should be blamed. If you have, just as he said, if you have refused to put your house in order, then I can take advantage of your disorderliness to advance my own cause. I'm not aware that any of those party members that have been defecting did so at gunpoint. Up till now, I'm not aware that any of those party members that defected did so out of intimidation and compulsion and all of that. They must have been offered some stuff. May not really be monetarily. I mean, politics generally, that's the way it is. Offers are made, and people take decisions based on those offers, and it is more unfortunate in our climate because we do less of politics of ideology, as I've always say. We do less of politics of ideology. It's about where I can grab something, which is most unfortunate. But the truth is that is the reality of the now. He's not going to be held responsible for it. He can dangle carrot before you. It is your choice whether to go for the carrot or go for something else. If people have dignity, people have integrity, they shouldn't have been swayed by some of the offerings. They should have stick to what they believed in as a party. So if that is not happening, it shouldn't be blamed for the defections.
Should they be blamed?
I don't think so, but at the end of the line, Tinubu is a mafia. He's trying to do the same. That is the party of what Akpabio did to him. You could remember the days of Akpabio. Akpabio captured everybody along the line. He remained only this Jagaban. Now he left Jagaban in Lagos State. Captured all the political party in his pocket because he was afraid. At the end of the day, he make it worse. But now what we are seeing now is going to be a really political rivalry. Now Tinubu is trying to make everybody in his pocket, and he's succeeding. What about me and you? Because now Tinubu is afraid the handwriting on the wall is not popular anymore. You can be popular within the circle of the politician. What about the circle of the millions of masses of Nigeria? Because this election that we are seeing is going to bring a really radical change to you and I. Forget if you Tinubu like they carry all your political parties, the one on register, the one who register for a pocket, but with the masses will judge him.
Why are you so hopeful? You are so
You see, I'm so optimistic because the situation on ground is not favorable. See what just happened now. Natasha now have to apologize. See, is it how we are going to live? A state.
How would you call that one an apology?
He has to speak that language because the road is not clear for her to walk. They have to free herself from that boundary because that statement make a long way. Akpabio camp now will be joyful. They will say, okay, we don't drink again and don't surrender. Can you imagine? See how all of us will never surrender to this matter. Because the matter now is between Nigeria and APC, according to statement of the day before yesterday. Because whether if APC let me capture everybody, all your party, but we are Nigeria. We are not APC, we are not PDP, we are not Labour Party. We are Nigeria, we are not Tata anymore.
Right,
we don't tire for this situation.
Right,
so Tinubu, watch the game. The game is between you and I, all of us, not PDP.
All right, thank you so much. Next. Welcome on the program this morning. Thank you so much for joining us.
Mr. Bonnet. Thank you, Mr. Mike.
All right, Mr. Vincent, welcome.
You are welcome. Good morning. Good morning, Nigerians. Good morning, our ardent viewers in the diaspora for being there for us. I say good morning and a very good day to you.
I'm sure you listened to what I read about Natasha's apology to the Senate President Godswill Akpabio, and in the comment section, our viewers reacting to it. Like Emmanuel said, why are you skipping my message? I'm not skipping your message. I'm still coming back to it. Thank you. Do you know the meaning of apology? But to you, that's Emmanuel. Do you know the meaning of apology? How would you describe this kind of letter, this kind of apology?
You see, I am of the belief that whatever kindles motivation steers the excitement and also fuel the gusto. I want to say that the motivation for Natasha in that hollow chambers has already waned as a result of this. What played out concerning her tango with Akpabio. And you will see that when you look at all the happenings, you will see that even most importantly, you know, Natasha is from the law background. She's a lawyer. And I said it on this platform. What was the statement released by the Nigerian Bar Association, where the constitution where she comes from, as a result of being a lawyer? And up to this moment, I cannot lay my hands on any definitive statements being made by the Nigerian Bar Association concerning that case. But if you ask candidly for my advice, is that I believe that the whole thing is charade. It's a charade. And I want to believe that they are trying to elevate personal disagreement into a national discourse. And I will not support such a thing because we have very, very concrete challenges facing this country. We should not be discussing people private affairs. I was not there when they started having their love tango, and at least for crying out loud, I shouldn't be bothered. I should only be bothered by national issues, not personal things, because I believe that whatever has happened, they should say it. But of note is that that letter purportedly written by Natasha is a satire. And you know what the satire means when it comes to literature. And it's a satirical statement. And I myself, yesterday, I latched on that story. And the gist, or rather the content of that story, does not show that there is an open apology in that letter. And what that goes to show to you is that it's marks off of a jeopardy on the honor, the appellate given to the members of that National Assembly, because it has not really, it shows that we are only trying to wash our dirty dealings before the eyes of the public. And to me, I believe that Natasha, the Senate President case, should not be thrown into the forerunner of national issues. It should be relegated to the board for integrity's sake. If what was alleged to have been committed between the duo is really the case, I think we have institutions that can deal with it. And as I stand before you now, I understand that that case is in the court. It will amount to a prejudice for me to discuss any matter that is already in court. I believe a court of competent jurisdiction should act whatever they deem on that subject.
Would you describe that letter?
Well,
Jack.
for the way he put it, for what he wrote out from the Punch newspaper. Yeah, what she has said tonight, I found out she's a very strong woman for that Senate. And she have the right to demand things. But let us forget about the personal issue. In one way, it is something like personal issue. But the way I look at it, she herself did not take it as personal issue. She take it as national issue because she come out to represent for the nation, for the state. And it is the state that voting in. So she come to represent them as a woman, being a Senate. I can see a strong woman being in Senate, in Nigeria Senate. She's trying. And what she's saying about Ajakuta Simi, which I'm saying, why then they say being the Senate president cannot revoke those requests? Why the Senate president are taking it wrong way? She raised a very good point, which is to favor the state and which is to favor the Nigerian citizen, but they are taking it out. Now they are using it, the Senate are using it as personal issue, but it is not a personal issue. In one way, now they have already submitted him how to be. She herself will find one way to come back for the chamber. Yeah, if she have already put apology, let the Senate look on it and grant it.
All right, I'm not responsible for your party's failure. I'm not one responsible for it, and I'm not responsible for the mass defection that is happening in Nigeria. President Bola Tinubu to opposition.
Why would he say he's responsible? Because I did mention it on this platform. The important indices of political calculation has to be based on numerical strength. And I believe any sane political party that wants to have an advantage should also be looking into that direction of having to, they say the more the merrier. You need more people to support you in your aspiration to be able to form a formidable force in aspiring to whatever elected position that you are looking at. I want to believe that Tinubu should not be blamed. I believe that when there is no crack in any war, Lisa cannot hear him. I think the opposition, they should have to go and do the needful and make their internal, go internally and see where the crevices started from, and mend it so that it will not, they will not be having the kind of implosion that they have now. And I want to believe that Tinubu should not be blamed for that. I think when you come to a market space, politics is like a market space. When you brand your product very well, and it has to, you have to brand it to the extent that it will catch the attention of the would-be buyers, so that by the time they see that it must be a good brand, they will want to buy it. And I want to believe that whatever APC is doing, because if you are running a race, you want to outwit one another, and one person has to win. Two of us cannot win at the same time. So that the goal, we have the gold, the silver, and the bronze. That is what it is. It's a competition, and one person has to take the gold, one person has to take the silver, and the one the bronze.
There are allegations leveled against him that he has threatened democracy in Nigeria. Is it true?
Yes. On that take, this is my personal view concerning Tinubu, because I used to look at him as somebody who has been in that garb, that umbrella of a progressive. But we point out that we are seeing at the signpost of what he, or rather the body language of what he's trying to tell we, the masses of Nigeria, is that he wants to turn Nigeria to a one-party state. And he is not going to augur well for democracy that we all suffer to entrench. And if you say you are in the vanguard of progressive, why are you behaving like an authoritarian? I believe that he's putting on a garb of a progressive, but the entire body makeup is acting towards authoritarianism. And I believe that such kind of a posturing is not good for our democracy.
Yeah, can Tinubu turn Nigeria to a one-party state?
Well, the way that I'm looking at it, Nigeria is going to, if the other parties can allow it to be one-party system, it's good for them. Because one way, I found out on it, so some people from the PDP that are moving to APC, maybe when you look, there's some skeleton on the table. That's why they're moving to APC. But to move to APC is not a problem. Can they do the thing that is good? Way to make the masses to be happy, not to jump in. To jumping in is not a problem, but do the right thing. But if the opposition party can allow that, that's left for them. But in one way, Mr. President is doing well in one way to another. Because when I found out, he have already lobbed money to the governors. Let us say ourselves the truth. This governor, this old regime, he is one that giving more money to the governors, more than other presidents. But what are they using the money to? Are they using the money to do the right thing? Or are they pocketing the money into their pocket? Look at what is going on, killing in the states, where they say insecurity. This is what the governors supposed to do, not Mr. President. The money Mr. President pumped into the account, what have they used that money to? Any state that is lacking insecurity is far from the governor, not from the president. So one party system, if the other parties like it, left for them. So Mr. President is doing well.
All right, before I let you go, Mr. Vincent, let me quickly read this out to you. Odeze Chima, Michael, please help me ask Mr. Vincent if he's a graduate, and if yes, what he did study in school. And apart from Odeze Chima, I still have Oye Mibi, all the way from Canada, asking me telling you that Mr. Vincent, you speak so eloquently, I wouldn't even doubt if he has a master's degree or a PhD.
I'm a first degree holder. I hold a BSc in banking and finance, and also a member of some professional bodies too. Thank you. I think that one will do for now.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Vincent. I really appreciate your contribution this morning. Ben Jack, thank you so much for your contribution. All right, on to the next one, to Mr. Nagide, the global reviewer on the platform, and the controversial man. Kunle, you're welcome this morning. Great to see you.
Yeah, always controversial to put the wrong right. Yeah, always controversial to put the wrong right. Good, welcome. Good to have you, the viewers. We thank you all. God bless your generation. God bless you. And if you are not there, we can't be here. And if you are not here, you can't be there. So thank you very much, every one of you.
Yes, I'm saying good morning to our global viewers all over the world on Global City Stand with our global anchorman, Mr. Mike Adekule. And I'm also saying good morning. I'm expressing my sincere gratitude to Mr. Innocent Elisha.
Okay.
Yes, who blessed me last week that he picked me out as a good analyst through Mr. Mike Adekule. He has delivered it to me. I'm telling Mr. Innocent Elisha, wherever you are, Mr. Mike Adekule has delivered what you bless me with. He has delivered it to me. I've received it. So I'm saying good morning to you and all the viewers all over the world. Remain focused, remain tuned to a city stand because this is a global stand, global view, where we always give you accurate, global analysis with our anchorman. And I'm saying welcome to the global stand. I still remain grateful to Mr. Innocent Elisha for your blessing last week. Thank you very much.
President Bola Tinubu has told the oppositions to go lick their wounds. Go and lick your wounds and stop complaining. But let me ask you, is this a sign of healthy competition in politics or what? Go and lick your wounds and stop complaining. I'm not responsible for your failure.
Yeah, I think they should let Mr. President breathe because when Mr. President wanted to embark on this journey, he really planned for it. Why they were still not together. I'm talking of the PDP now. If PDP have done well, they wouldn't have been any APC. Is the lacuna the PDP created that allowed the APC to come in and take over the space. And as it is now, the one party state they are saying, I see the direction towards that one party state because we don't have any party any longer that can come bold, that can come with strategy, that can ousted this APC. And as I'm telling you now, the market is open now. At least the APC is buying players, and those are they are buying players
For the season.
transfer market is open. Yeah, transfer market is open. So APC are buying players, and I'm so shocked. The what's it called? The PDP, they are still sleeping in slumber, and you cannot benefit on what you don't create. I'm telling you, all these state actors we are seeing in PDP, they are not the owner of the PDP. It's the generals that own PDP. It's the generals that form PDP, and they just engage some political gurus. I'm talking of the Bola and Ekweme to come and draft the what's it called, the policy of the PDP, and they get it done, and you could see that was what brought President Obasanjo into power with the support of the ex-general that said, okay, let us start the democracy with our own, and that was why they brought Obasanjo on the page. So to me, PDP still have a lot of way to go. And I'm so shocked. A party that said they will rule for 100 years, and there's a problem among them now. The 100 years is not sustainable now. And I think they use their own hand to destroy themselves the way it is, because they ought to have known that the PDP is watching them. PDP is on their neck. APC is watching them. APC is on their neck, and they created that lacuna for the APC to come in. So people that are blaming APC, I think they should blame less. Because the way things are now, even the same PDP, we could remember all their engagement when they were in power. It was all about callosity. It was all about corruption. It was all about, the destruction they created for us. Because what I mean by the destruction, a lot of infrastructure that's supposed to have been on board, the major factor. And I was happy when somebody was mentioning Natasha relating herself to Ajaokuta still running. I think that would have been a big project if they have succeeded in doing that. I'm talking of the PDP. And what is there now is the APC now under President Bola Tinubu should look into it so that they can have their name on the history book of Nigeria, because that one alone will, light up Nigeria. Apart from light up Nigeria, it will bring more investors to the country, because what are the investors need? What do they need? They need good infrastructure, they need lights, so that they can, perform, to the maximum, level. And but we don't have that now. That is why you see some of them saying they are moving. But I can still tell you what there are some still investors in Nigeria here. We may not see them all, but me, I've seen some, especially the Chinese. And the Chinese rule the world now. If you know that, they have the best economy now as it is now, and they are doing well. And majority of them have come around to, have that handshake, and that had the handshake with the president for investment, right? And a lot of some people are still coming. Indians, they are coming to the country. But the more you look in the urban space we have here now, the less you see.
All right, I'm still coming back to you, Mr. Kule. Now, straight to the global reviewer himself, Mr. Olajide. You said the transfer market is open currently, and we've seen it even as of last week. The likes of Okowa, the former governor of the Delta State, and the executive governor of the state, Sheriff Oborevore, cross-carpeted to the ruling All Progressives Congress. Yes, you still had a report that
Many more.
Many more are still coming. I'm still coming to you. I'm still coming. There are many more are still coming. The likes of Fubara and Kokwenso, now you get me now. They are still on ground, but. A report came last week that President Bola Tinubu is wooing Fubara of that the suspended governor of Rivers State. But I just want to ask now that are these players the best players that can deliver for the ruling of Progressives Congress in the Nations Cup that is about to take place in 2027?
Mr. Mike, you see, there are many angles. If I want to discuss this matter, there are many angles I will look at it. Number one, the problem we have in PDP was solely responsible to Atiku. I'm telling you, if Atiku had been sensitive, have not been salty to other ethnic tribes in Nigeria, Atiku should have known that he cannot still come up and want to become president in 2023, knowing fully well that a fellow Nana just left that place last 8 years and of the same ethnic stock of himself, which is Fulani. So that singular act really widened the gap, really created a faction in PDP, such that some people felt that, look, this is the turn of the South. First, agreed with them that if that's the case, we'll go against our party. So that's one of the reasons that caused the problem with PDP. When you don't allow equity, fairness, and justice to play in any system, you will find people that will be aggrieved, and they may not be longer be interested in holding that entity together with you. They will shift away, and that's what caused what happened in PDP. Then you see the lack of unified governors away from the PDP against their own party, because the man called Atiku does not have respect for rule of fairness, equity, and justice. That this is the turn of the South. He insisted that I must be president again, meaning that we want to have 16 unbroken years of planning, non-domination, which is not agreeable to everybody of the country. In fact, it's even an insult to the South. That's number one thing. Because those who are blaming Tinubu, they have to realize the fact. That's number one thing. Number two, PDP itself, they are not learned to put their house in order. Over ambition of individuals who are so hell-bent on taking over the structure of the power of the party causes another problem. Even as Atiku has lost the presidential election, he's still hell-bent on taking structure of the party. So those who first agree with him are also hell-bent that we will not allow him to take the structure of the party. So controlling the soul and body of the party is the second point that brings PDP to where it is right now. Then the third point is the people themselves who are successful to cheap little thing to just woo their heart. Otherwise, I don't see any reason why anybody in this, particularly the Southerners now, should be imagining of allowing Atiku to have such much votes come to second to Tinubu. That's what INEC declared to us anyway.
because they should have thought that hello, we are Southerners. We're entitled to this office for the next 8 years. But you see, fine, that's the top point I'm saying now. The masses now, you see them give Atiku much votes. Second, I mean, in the election. And then the fourth point is when a region is now boasting that they control the political direction of the country, it's no longer good for that country. It must be a level playing field. The North are threatening Tinubu that come 2027, we will not give you support. And are you expecting Tinubu to be stupid enough and be folding, not building, looking for new friends, new allies? It must be. It is a political chess master on the table. He knows that, okay, thank God you have given the signal ahead. Good ahead of the time. So it's now left for me to now begin. That's the fourth point I'm noticing now. It's now left for me to go and look for other allies. Do this in the name of, so I said this number of time here, that let's also do this in the name of standard solidarity political front to checkmate the bragging, the arrogance, the pride of not saying we determine where the political direction goes in this country. Okay, we are no longer going to do that. Instead of telling Southerners, instead of the Southern political ally, instead of Southern political bigwig being over loyal to the party, they are now inculcating sense of playing the regional politics now, just as North has been doing. If they don't come to a point, they will forget their party ambition, they will come together in the name of interest of the North and go the same way. That's the orientation that is now going on now. Tinubu is also now building Southern political orientation agenda that irrespective of any party you belong. Just like I told you, as Akpabio only did for Amotekun, he called South-Western governor, said, this is not a matter of party. Forget PDP or PDP. Let us come together. Yes, and even in Yoruba land, this is the issue at stake now. Yoruba land is about to be conquered. Let's fight it. That's the same thing Tinubu is also building. So that's why we're talking of one party state. Where if it's going to be any one party state to checkmate the dominance, the arrogance, the pomposity of the pride of a particular part of the country, claiming they are finalists, whatever they say is final. I think it's okay. Let that have that one party state for meanwhile and correct that nonsense, that domination, and then you can then, no matter how it is one party, it will break up again to smaller units. So those who are claiming we are heading for one party state, I don't agree with them. I'm agreeing with my own understanding that they are trying to checkmate a domination, a conquest agenda of a particular region over the rest of people in the name of Southern front that's going to call the bluff of the North. And by the time we are able to unite the Southern politicians on a region, on regional political interest, now not necessarily party affiliation, party loyalty, and then go to Lilibet and win some of the Lilibet states to us. That means we are succeeded in destroying the domination, the conquest agenda of a particular entity. Yes, over the country.
Is Tinubu truly fighting the dominance of the North in our politics?
Okay, thank you very much, Mike. You see, there's what we're having now is political decentralization, political decentralization, and you now see the people that said they are born to rule, people that said the space belongs to them, and they want to gag and they want to hint that President Tinubu is on the throne, is on the way of ending that monopoly of politics by some people. And you could see what is happening in the North Central now, and the backlash of what the North Central said, that they are just want to be free and go along with the South, because all the while they've been with the North, the core North, there's nothing they've benefited. And I think if I'm going to say it, if Malam Nuru Ribadu will listen to me, and these are the things that snowball into the killings you are seeing in the Plateau, the killings you are seeing in the Kogi, the killings you are seeing in Kwara, in Benue, so that is when the Malam Nuru Ribadu NSA should focus on now, because they are trying to diminish these people.
Now it's a first one in Benue.
Can you imagine? Yeah, because they know. You see, when you have a bride that they are giving away to his groom, right? it won't be easy. That's why you see some of our moms, they cry when they are, that is what is happening now, because these people, they've known that they've lost the North Central, that they've not taken care of the North Central well, and the next thing is to cause havoc in that area. And the havoc started from the plateau and the snowballing down to the Kogi, snowballing down to Kwara. Definitely, they may want to hand it up in Ogbomoso or a southwest state that is closer to that axis. And I think that is what our elegant soldiers, that are fighting the battle, it's not easy. Let's give it to them. Let's support them. Because if I were to be pushed to the wall, I won't mind to join the soldiers to save my country as it is. But all of us cannot be there. But we still keep praying for them because they are doing a fantastic job.
You can join now.
Yeah, I can still join. Yeah, I can join. Yeah, I was once a manowar. I did a manowar. I love Nigeria, but I'm in my 50s now. I don't think they can even recruit me. But they can give me some intelligent stuff to be doing. So I think you see, the country is they have already divided the country by themselves. So that is why we have the North Alliance and the South Alliance as it is now.
All right, both of you, this question goes to you. 10 governors with Shetimala, the vice president and the chairman of APC, Gamjuji, are to receive Delta State Governor, Sheriff, and the former governor, Okowa. Now, did they cross carpets to the ruling of Progressive Congress on their own need, for their own interest, or for the interest of the state?
Hello, Mr. Mike. Like I told you, the thing moving force going on now is even beyond. It's already seen that the master political chess game on the table now is being played by the grandmaster himself now. I'm telling you, the grandmaster player of the political chess game is already on the table playing. It is too advanced for them. The great mistake they made was that to have been threatening Tinubu that we won't vote for you, the North will because the candidate, you only have one term. That's the greatest mistake. If they have been smarter enough, they will have had their peace. That's surprising. But thank God they have opened up and the man too has gone ahead of them. The question he asked, it is the interest of the. You will see it. Mr. Mike, take note of it. Take note of my analysis. You will see that what the Delta State government and his political allies did is the interest of their own region too. Because the moment they are able to solidarize with the South in one front, if the Congress agenda that has been championed by a section of the country now gets to their side, there will be a unified force from the South to fight on their behalf, on their side, and liberate them from it. But if they are partialized, as been used by the North, this doctrine of what's it called? This doctrine of double dealing, the divide and rule taxes, they will be left nobody to fight them. It will be their interest that if they are unity in one line with the whole South as a front, if there's any threat to them, the whole South will unite and fight along their side. So it's the interest of the Delta State and its people. One, they are the resources of the nation. Don't forget, the oil that is sustaining us is from that region. And now that there's a conquest agenda to conquer everywhere, if there's an onslaught on their land, who would they rise up to? Who would they come to their aid? But if they are in agreement with all parts of the South, we will see it as our fight.
And does it mean the citizens of Delta will vote APC in 2027?
Mr. Mike,
even if the former governor was carpeted,
we know the type of election we have in Nigeria. Let us not waste our time. I have decided that no matter whether they will read the elections 100 times, I will always go and vote. I will cast my votes. Yes, I know it may not count. Whether the people will
this is a state that has been used to PDP.
Yes. Don't forget the man the camp with all the local government structures. Everything.
Yeah.
The camp with the local government, everything to APC. Yeah. Yes. And the already existing APC in that state before. Don't forget. Existing APC structure is in that state. Existing APC structure is in that state. Added with the new one that has now joined them, we have existing structure with the new one. Where is the opposition that will now challenge them in the state? So it's a done deal already, and it will be a plus to APC. I'm telling you, I will have read meaning of one party state to this ideology, but I'm careful to have done my own critical analysis and see that this is a game plan to redeem the country from the domination and self-conquest of some people. Felt that they must dominate, the other must be second class citizen on them, to them. They must be first class, they must always be ruled, other must follow them. So it's a plus to the other people. This is where your salvation lies. Stick with what's already on ground now. Yes.
All right.
Yeah, my take home now is the South generally should come together. The Yorubas, the Igbos, the Niger Delta, they should come together now. This is not the time for enmity. This is not the time for political enmity now. If you want to save your generation to come, dish out that, just flush out that, stream of, ethnicity or sort of thing. It's a region battle we need to fight now as we have. So we need to be one. And I thank God Southeast has key into it. The South has key into it. Then everybody, when it is time now, within the North and the South, when it is time for the whistle to blow, for all your marks, get set, go, I think we'll be able to have an equity from this level that we President Bola Tinubu is bringing on the table. And pardon me for the special woman on the platform here, Miss Madam Tina. Man, I've known you now for how many years, but you still who you are. God bless you for the humanity. And I want to thank Mr. Odunlade, Moki Great, and King Harry. They've been there, they've been supporting, and some others, I can say that they are there for us too. I will never forget them, and the God will never forget them. The God mercy will be on them.
So what would you say about the sarcastic apology to Senate President Godswill Akpabio?
Mr. Mike, I listened to two of those letters you read from. I listened to two letters you read. Okay. The one from Punch.
From PN.
Yes. I'm telling you, that woman is a woman of great courage and ability and dignity. She's just what she's telling us. I was a science student in my science school. I wasn't a little student. I think I was able to pick some of those words used. The woman, she's saying that, look, in the situation whereby rule of law, dignity integrity cannot be, is not reflected, and you are bullied. That's the word I use for it. Well, in the situation whereby you are bullied, you are coerced into submitting to things that's abnormal. If that's what is required, I apologize. But don't forget, I still remain my conscious, dignified, unbroken. The one she used to end, the one she used to end in that statement made me to stand up. Unbroken. Yes, for that woman. That yes, she knew what she's talking about. It's a two-page matter. Akpabio, if you say I deviate from what is you people claim it is normal thing, I apologize for you. But at the same time, I still remain myself. But if Akpabio, if you say I'm not complying to what you people have defined as the norm now, I apologize to you for daring you. But don't forget my own integrity too. I still remain convinced that what I'm fighting for, it still remains.
Does she really know what she's doing, Mr. Kule?
I touch her. Yeah, I think she's a bit confused now. And at the same time, the issue ought not to be a national issue as it is, because if they think deep, they will know that it's not supposed to be a national issue for Nigeria to consume. And I think Natasha went too far. It took us to parliamentary body just to expose the nation, and she ought not to have done that. She's not the first woman in the Senate. We have Folashade Brent that represents Adamawa. We have what's it called? The other woman. That one is King Gibe, Ireti King Gibe. Those are the people that she ought to have learned from, how to behave, how to compose it herself. But I think the president, Senate president too, I think the problem as it is now, we should try and manage the problem and settle the problem maturely. This is not our own headache. They are just giving us more headache. We want Nigeria to be better. The president is working, and you people are still busy chatting each other on love chat, on accusing each other. We don't need that. We don't need that. It's the progressiveness of the country we need, and that progressiveness will snowball into progressiveness of the citizen, in which everybody will have it so easy.
All right, thank you so much, gentlemen. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, it's a pleasure. Thank you for having
Thank you so much. All right, always and oh, I think we were here before. Sorry, Mr. Agbaji. Just hold on a bit.
Stop your noise.
You're welcome, Oyeze. It's a great Monday morning. You're welcome on the program once again.
Good morning, the viewers. God bless you all. Thank God it's Monday, the beginning of the working day. May the name of the Lord be praised.
You guys should go. Okay, you want to say something?
Let me say a big thank you to the palace himself, King Henry, and Mrs. Tina, Muki Great, Biafra, who does the team, now not there. Rising sun for all of you now, where they there. God bless you all. We know the joke. This one on Monday morning. We don't already they armed.
Oh yes, be careful.
No, I said we don't already they armed.
You're welcome once again.
God bless you. This is Biafra evangelist Benjamin Johnson as a Sinachi.
So
I think there's going to be a problem this morning.
no. Problem.
Even if there is a misunderstanding, we get misunderstanding in order to have understanding.
So
Yeah.
All right, which one should we start with? Is it the letter Natasha wrote to Akpabio, or should we just go straight to what President Bola Tinubu told the opposition?
No, I think that Tinubu issue is not longer necessary. Let us look at Akpabio briefly, then we can come back to see if we can pick one or two things from Bola Tinubu.
Your president?
I say if we can.
If we can.
Yes.
All right, straight to Natasha. You saw the letter that was written to Akpabio, an apology.
Was it an apology? For me, it wasn't really an apology. You know, the woman was just like, you know, she was elected like any other person, and you cannot be bringing the issue that has to do with, you know.
She was elected by people. She wasn't elected through election.
Through election, that was what she was trying to say.
What's the meaning of
you know, but the problem is that,
that,
you know, what it means that, you know, it's like it has gotten to the level that, you know, there was this deep chemistry. You know, but we are praying because I saw the same Akpabio in Rome looking at Bianca the other side.
He led the delegation.
No, I don't know why he should be always be picking ladies around him. The way he was looking, the way he was looking at Bianca reminds me of what happened between him and Natasha. You understand what I'm saying? But the fact, what we're talking about today is all about Natasha and Akpabio.
Why is he always centered around women?
The problem is the institution they are representing. That's the problem.
But how did you feel when you saw him with Bianca?
No, I was just looking at the picture board, and it reminds me, you know, of whatever that has played behind the scene, him and Natasha. You understand? In the past. But the fact where I'm looking at is not even, they're all matured now. They are matured, but I'm looking at the institution. They represent. Brother, the chemistry issue should not be brought within the institution of the Senate. Senate is an institution. You know, so that is where I'm having problem. And at that point, I'm of the advocacy that Akpabio would have stepped down and allow an independent inquiry into what transpired between him and Natasha. That is my perspective. And until that is done, Akpabio is still having questionable issues already on ground on his dealings with, you know, the opposite sex. You know, in Nigeria, that's why a lot of men doesn't want their women to go into politics. Because, my brother, I don't know whether they are, I don't know where these people came from, whether they are actually cannibals. I don't know what they mean. Irrespective that most of 50% of Nigerian actresses are linked to these men. See, they are not satisfied.
My brother, let us stand on the fact the way it is. It is not the fault of Akpabio. Yes, I must be honest with you. It is not the fault of Akpabio. Akpabio didn't create himself. Neither did he make himself. It is a chemistry being made by God. And the only person that can help him out of it is the same God that make him. When it comes to that, I'm telling you, that is why you see great men falling.
The same God that make that.
It's God that creates that chemistry that is reacting in man and a woman. It's not you that make yourself.
So
You understand?
So you are
So,
telling us that we can't discipline ourselves.
no, wait now. I am telling you, first and foremost. First and foremost. That's why the Bible, excuse me, first and foremost, the Bible, that is why you need God here to help you. Excuse me, wait now. That is where, excuse me, that is where you need God to help. Be it a man of God, be it anybody. If God did not help you, you are bound to fall in this chemistry of a thing. And that is where the Bible now made mention of that self-discipline. You know, it's in the Bible, it's biblical. Self-discipline. And for that self-discipline to stand, you need God. It is not something that you say, I can. If God did not help you, Baba, you cannot help yourself. Take it from this angle. And let me tell you again. You see, Akpabio is a Calabar man. I want you to know this. It's common. It's common
Among
with
the
them.
Calabas.
I'm not joking. I'm not joking. It's common. And them. Do you understand? That is the part. But at the same time, just as my brother has said, Mr. Chinedu has pointed out, Akpabio, when it comes to that organization, you know, he should learn how to rule himself. Control himself.
Says Pastor is 100% correct.
God bless you, my brother.
So it's common among them.
It's common among them. If you have no relay with it.
Thank God Ubang is not here.
Just
thank your God that Ubang is not here.
Let me just say something here before we begin to look at that angle, whether it is common or it is not common.
Okay.
You understand? For me, it is not necessary. That's the truth. The reason why it is not necessary, there's no man or woman who has not experienced harassment. Men too experience harassment. Women too experience harassment. I don't want to bring it from the angle that every Calabar man is a goat. No, I don't want to buy it. I won't buy into that. But what you are seeing out there is everywhere. So you can't tell me that Akpabio is the only Akwa man that you have seen indulge in such acts. If at all, it is true. There are so many people who indulge in such thing on daily basis everywhere. But the thing is this, you know, bros, I can tell you that there are men who are disciplined. I've seen. There are men who are disciplined, who faces the standard, the biblical standard of marriage as an institution, who does not compromise, no whatsoever. Millions, thousands of them, they are all there. I'm not talking of maybe when you are not married, you are just here and there and okay. But once you are married, anything outside that should be condemned. That's the truth. Once you are married, anything outside your marriage, you are having extra. You know what they call it? Say extramarital. No, it is not among. It's an issue. I can tell you. So it is everywhere. But looking at it from that angle, my brother, I am looking at the institution they represent. Normally, if it's in the same society, that allegation alone, whether it is true or not, should Akpabio and Natasha should have excused us for some time. You know, let us look into that issue, come up with an independent inquiry, investigate it thoroughly, and find out whether actually this type of thing happened. Because if you look at the tone of that so-called apology, you know, the lady was not actually remorseful. For me, that was not an apology. You understand? So it was this insisting that something actually happened and that there's nothing anybody can do about it. Whether she fell victim or not, that is her business. But we are looking at National Assembly as an institution with such stinking attitude.
My brother, I want to say, based on what you say, you are talking about
Mr. Chinedu exactly. That's what you said.
yeah. In that aspect, in that angle of marital, we are speaking in the angle of what? Religion. You understand? And there are still men that are, even whether Christian or no Christian, they still have that self-discipline. You understand? Not in the area of religion. But when you come to religion, that is when you stamp it as in, according to the scripture, that you are not meant to have extramarital as a married person. And that is what we have called an adultery. You remember? And now, come to think of it, every African man, let us not forget our foundation. Every African man believes that he owns the world. You understand me? It is in our mentality. Stick to your wife and stay with your wife is for those that are running religious edits. But when it comes to Africa, that is why even our forefathers, including my own dad, it's difficult for you to see a woman in Africa marrying more than one man. But you will see a man marrying 4 or 5 wives, and they will even be living in one room. Have you ever seen women done that in Africa? No, sometimes when we are speaking, when it comes to religion, it's a different thing from the world. You understand? From the world, I am not encouraging adultery. Get me? I'm not saying Akpabio should be messing up. No, what I'm saying is based on nature.
To address your point, Odeze Chima is saying, Onyeze, if you are doubting pastor, go and read your Bible and see that all the great men in the Bible were destroyed by
women.
This same sexual culture.
Yes, let me tell you, agreed. 100% agreed. Then God would have given, because he cannot say we will not do. A black man has a religion. The white man has a religion. But at a point, we come to realize that if God wanted to give Adam 20 wives, he would have done that.
It's in the Bible, sir.
Excuse me.
Okay, sir.
It's not in the Bible. There was no place that was recorded that God gave Adam more than one wife.
Calm down. Bible said you did not
presented to Adam more than one wife. I've not seen it.
Yes, there's something I want to tell you. When you are mentioning of Adam, you are talking about man. It is recorded in the Bible that a time will come, 10 women will be begging a man to answer his name. Not that the man should just to answer, to bear the name. It's in the Bible.
Oh God, that is not the issue.
No,
we are talking about. You are diverting from the.
I am not diverting.
God, do you know that there are reasons why such Bible? There are reasons why God. No, there's a reason why God said 10 women will seek to marry one.
Just to be one man.
No, excuse me. I said there's a reason for that. Now you don't understand. I'm talking about issue. I don't know what you are talking about. It's as simple as that. What is going on? He's telling you be conscious and be able to prevent it. Don't come on, you're preaching this here. That's not correct. God said one man, one wife. As simple as that. He said, are you trying to tell me that it means you want women like Natasha now to dump their husband and follow Akpabio? That's what they're encouraging. Sometimes God says something for you to learn. There's nothing. Bros, let me tell you, there are prophecies that God made that can be prevented by man. I can tell you that.
Okay, we are going. I love it.
And that is the fact.
And let's go.
You understand? But if you look at the standard God has presented between man and woman, God made it very clearly that when he created Eve, he had the capacity to give Adam more than 20 wives at a spot. He never did it.
Okay.
He said from your rib will be one. I created, this is your helper. He didn't say these women are your helper. He said Woman, if we are woman, is your helper, not helpers. I didn't see that thing.
Yes.
So that's the pressure I want to correct.
Not
the
correct.
standard.
I am pointing out something.
We are talking about this issue. When we want to go secular, of course,
No,
we go
yes,
secular.
you know, this matter is not a religion.
Yes,
I'm telling you the angle you are going. If you are to go about, let's bring religion to it. Then Akpabio is not a minister, neither is he a born again.
Who told you? Are you living with him?
He is not.
How do you know
he has never told you?
Did you know whether Akpabio committed a sin?
No, excuse me.
You don't know.
No,
whether it's an allegation.
So
No, of course.
Baba, let us be sincere on this matter.
That is the truth.
Be sincere on this
But there's no proof that Akpabio committed fornication with Natasha. There's no proof.
There is no proof. But Akpabio, has Akpabio come to you and said to others?
Akpabio said that I don't have any business with that woman.
You do not have any business, but it is the same Akpabio.
So what are you talking about?
There is something I want you to understand.
That's the fact.
Excuse me. There is something I want you to understand.
What are we saying at this point currently now is that
now are you telling me that Akpabio
something that is necessary? Okay, why are you invading people's privacy? Is it you faithful to your wife? You do. Who is faithful to your wife?
I am.
You can't say Akpabio is not faithful to his wife. You can't prove that. You cannot prove that. You cannot.
Now listen.
You cannot prove it.
Wait now. I cannot prove it, but I will
prove it
now. But is it Akpabio the only Senate president ever had in Nigeria?
Okay, let me tell you. That is not the issue. The issue is yes.
Baba,
the issue is
if Akpabio didn't make
other Senate president who tells you they are not sleeping with other women.
Is Akpabio the only senator?
Who tells you that?
Is it the only senator in the house?
And you have not come to know it in the public.
If Akpabio has not made such moves, let's say he have not committed. If he has not made such move, that woman wouldn't have.
It is possible that it was a calculated allegation. As simple as that.
It is possible.
Yes, it is a calculated allegation because he felt that,
and at the same time, before the calculation of the allegation, there is something that might have been one way or the other transpired.
That is assumption. That is assumption. That is assumption. You said and that is not important.
That is not important.
You understand?
The NDDC.
God bless you. Are you hearing it?
When it was NDDC, listen.
Are you serious?
The woman said she was harassed by Akpabio and there was no evidence.
If you ask the Akpabio,
there was no evidence.
See, if you ask the Akpabio,
was there evidence? There's no evidence. This one between him and Natasha, there is no evidence. What are you talking about? Bros, you are the one that is saying currently now. You can't tell me. Mike, I tell you 100% that anybody that is saying this thing, that it's not correct. The woman has not. If you have the evidence, let him tender it. Let us know at what point we investigate it.
Why is Akpabio saying that you settle out of court?
Bros, let me tell you what you mean by settling out of court. By saying that is his business. But what we are talking currently now, okay, is he going to remove Akpabio? She can't remove Akpabio. She can't do anything. If Akpabio has said that, which I am not sure that he said it, I'm not saying I've not heard him say that. But the fact remains that until it is being proven by the court of law, and in fact, it remains an allegation against Akpabio, 100%. Yes, and the man has come out publicly to tell the whole world on the seat of the Senate there that he has no business with this woman, and possibly the woman can be instigated by enemies of Akpabio to carry out such a calculated attack. Now, why is she putting up that kind of apology? Why did he call that letter apology?
When you go this way,
I'm not going anywhere because I'm not going. Yes,
Akpabio did not make a move. There will be no.
Okay, anyway, because are you not seeing people that have been alleged to have done something without them doing it in Nigeria?
If I don't, Baba.
No, have you not seen?
Baba, if there is nothing linking. You're
are you not seeing the one that says Apostle Suleiman did? Didn't you hear it? What happened thereafter? The guy came and apologized. Bro, let me tell you. Yes, let me tell you. Bro, leave all these things the way it is. Let us look at the institution they represent. That's my own interest. No, you see, anything that has to do with method, man and woman, and my brother, it is a shame that when it's been brought to an institution like Senate, yes, I consider it a shame.
Yeah,
and for me, to be honest with you, you understand, bros, anything can happen. Anybody can get anybody. This is Nigeria, and anything can go any other way. That is what it is. If the woman I allege that Akpabio transferred 500 million, bring evidence. Then second, let me tell you, you have not been to Nollywood, this Nollywood industry, and wonder why female actress and male actors, why the female actress are more richer than the men.
Yeah, I know they used to.
Bro, let me tell you. Now I'm not mentioning them. Okay. You cannot substantiate that. Okay. But what I'm trying to tell you that, if you go to South America from Belize, Barbados down, Nigerian politicians own the largest resort in that place, which they keep all these girls. So Akpabio has what it takes to keep 100 girls somewhere. Without minding me, I don't see anything beauty about this woman called Natasha. Yes, I don't see what the big deal about Natasha. What is the big deal about Natasha?
It's not about that.
Akpabio is married to my sister, a beautiful lady for that matter. Very precious lady woman.
Your in-law.
That's not my sister.
You understand? You see Mr. Tinubu coming back to what
I'm just no, I'm just making a statement. No, I'm making a statement. Okay, I am making a statement.
You know how many?
I'm making a statement. I'm making a statement.
You are married, and you are not content with that woman. Anything at all that will make you to have another person.
Okay, I am making a statement.
To look at Natasha.
Okay, I'm making a statement, please.
All right, let us go to the comment section. There are responses to what you guys are saying here this morning. Let me quickly read out what our viewers are saying. Ask Chinedu how many women, okay.
I go answer now, not go waste time.
Okay. I'm still coming. Some messages are dropping. Okay, Muki, great. This man is saying the right thing. Okay, Buki and stop. That's why children must be raised to fear the Lord before they become.
God bless you.
Yes.
God bless
Charles,
you.
sexual immorality is the only sin. Even looking at a woman lustfully is a sin.
It's a sin.
So we all need forgiveness and repentance.
That's it.
Odeze Chima. It's the same sexual urge that made Adam to fall to Eve's trap.
Listen to me. If we are talking about Adam, also look at the life of Jesus Christ. Somebody came and proved that it's possible.
He is God.
Okay, I don't know what you're saying. Okay, John the Baptist. If I say John the Baptist, if you say John the Baptist in God. Okay, please, don't go into that.
The scripture which he wrote.
No, I'm not quoting. I'm just telling you. No, bros, I'm telling you. Bros, I just mentioned one person now. Somebody said. This thing I couldn't make it. Somebody came and said it is possible, you can make it. So what is the justification for that? Look at Paul. Many of them in the Bible did not marry. So what are you talking about? What's the big deal about women?
He did not marry. Right. That's when he gave him accept.
Okay, wait, I'm telling you, there was no official record.
Pastor, can you take it easy? Let me just read some of our.
He married before repentance. That is when he gave up. Baba, relax. Yes.
Okay, Astro. The issue with man and woman is the nature of man.
God bless you.
Which is simple. Yes. Baba Yaga, Pastor, God didn't give man dominion over another man's wife.
Hey, I didn't say so.
Promote sleeping with single women.
That is why I say I don't marry them.
That's simple.
Marry them, and that is why I use African culture. Have you ever seen woman?
Wait now. The same thing. The thing is that Muki, let me respond to Muki.
A man marry many wives.
I like women. I don't like women.
You like women? You don't like women?
I don't like women.
That's one.
That's one. That is it. No, Mike, see, everything na background and orientation.
All right, yes. What's Mr. Femi saying there? What's going
I
on?
don't know what Mr. Femi is saying. Sorry, my voice. I don't know what. I don't want to, and I don't.
Femi, not Natasha.
Where you see, let me tell you. You see that case of Natasha. I've said it. That lady. You see, with the single statement of Akpabio now said that. I mean, as to do something to myself, as to perceive it, how does it smell? That why alone. If I'm the husband of Natasha, our marriage has sent somebody, a married woman, a man not telling you that you should do something and you should perceive, and you are now say, I pretend as if that means you have done it. That is stupidity of the highest order. That woman, I'm telling you, I cannot define her. Two of them, both of them, they should just let us rest with their stupidity. So if they want to be talking each other, doesn't concern anybody. On your own, now, doesn't concern us. Leave Nigeria. What Nigeria is facing now is beyond Natasha. What this year, people have been forgetting her. That's why he write this one. It has been a forgotten issue, and she want attention. So that is the truth of it. Yes, in the news.
Mike, this is my time. I cannot share with anybody. Please get your time. You talk. Please stop it. Go to a door and defend yourself. Simple.
You dare not come and insult me because you dare not come and insult me. At least we will block your way from passing.
As a plan,
We will block your way.
no, if I get people, I'm different. See you. If
It is stand anything.
Let's
We are here to enjoy.
Yes.
Okay. Where can we leave the issue of Akpabio and Natasha? I still have more comments coming in, but can I just quickly read Adijo? You don't get comments and some other viewers said, Onyeze, Ndewo, you are always on point. Adijo, you don't get. Charles, Jesus Christ is Jesus Christ is God. We don't want to go into that. Mr. Charles. All right, not your DY guy. Okay, what's he saying? If all governors like, let them all they come to APC. If the people say their vote must count, then it counts. The power in the people is more than the people in power.
Yes.
Now, back to politics.
Yes. You hear the point, and that is what is in my mind.
I'm less concerned about defection. I'm not responsible for the party's failure. That's what President Bola Tinubu is saying. Is this all about politics?
Mike, I said it very clearly from the beginning, and it is too early for Bola Tinubu to fly the flag of defection or trying to show people that he's in charge. The South can never be one, and there's nothing that it's not Bola Tinubu that makes the South to be one. When the South supposed to be one, it was the same Bola Tinubu that balkanized the unity of the South. So if you're looking at that, the Igbo people will decide where they will go at any time, not with whatever it is. It stands now. That's the fact. But what you are seeing, that's what I'm telling you. I was trying to look at Sherif Obobowere and Okowa. You know, I looked at it very well. I saw that this is started from somebody they called James Ibori, you know, who wanted to negotiate some part of interest in the government, and they asked them to move because these are all his structure, these are all his men. You understand? But the fact is that when you are talking about APC, the Fulani agenda was started by this government. The Fulanization agenda was initiated. Tinubu cannot tell me that he does not know what happened in Buhari's government. How the issue of Ruga came, how the issue of Islamization came, how the issue of Fulanization came. It becomes significant under APC, and they are busy planting their own Fulani tailored governors in all the states in the South. So what are you thinking? You think that what you are seeing as defection now is normal? They are going to plant a Fulani governor there and pretend as if they are fighting. They are not fighting anything. Do you see Atiku visiting Buhari? And the killing continues. Nigerians will not understand defection until they finally conquer you. Yesterday at Ibadan, do you see what happened? A truckload of police have to confirm that this is Boko Haram. The video is everywhere.
APC brought it. APC is a strange party to the entire Old Eastern region. We don't need all this. They are busy. Look at how most of them are coming out to confess. How many are we going to count? They are said defection. Organa now start want to be unity, want to experience unity, or is it now that they need certain unity? When there's need for that, they pretended as if they don't know what it's all about. Nobody got about that. Then when there's anything, they say it's Igbo. By your no-luga, when there was protest in Lagos, they say Igbo. It has not happened though. When anything Igbo, now they say they want. Okay, let them face what they brought to Nigeria, as simple as that. And even let me tell you, don't joke with the reality on ground. As simple as that.
How's the reality?
The reality on ground is that if Bola Tinubu failed to embark on regionalism, bros, at the end of the day, the South we will not follow. They are gone. I'm telling you, if you fail to return this country, push it all this governor say, policy no say. He has failed already. Everybody knows that Bola Tinubu has failed. Whether you like it or not, the guy has collapsed everything that has to do with Nigerian economy from head to toe. No single sector is working. Nothing. Everything. He's just busy trying to see how he's going to go about his so-called maneuvering. Are you going to? Are they not the people that brought you to power? Is it not APC that brought him to power? Not APC governors that brought him to power. What are they talking about now? Then that they start. Okay, go and preach it to the people that brought you to power. As simple as that. The Igbos have been surviving Nigeria for 64 years without any federal presence. And you just recognize now that Igbo who is telling you Igbo. No, let me tell you. If they like, let them plant whatever Odus Okalo plant. What do you call the deputy speaker Benjamin Kalu? Let them plant them everywhere. The Igbos has discovered the truth. We rejected the Nigerian military. We rejected the Nigerian. But I say we don't know what is happening. Yesterday, to surprise you, there was an amalgamation of the Ijo socialites and the Igbo socialites in Baramatu Kingdom.
Yeah.
You it was a carnival, like
a serious one.
They cannot continue to bring these people to continue to fragment because of crude oil. My brother, anything that is seeing, I keep on saying it, and I don't have any reservation about it, and that's the truth until I see it clearly that these guys actually want to fix Nigeria. Then we can sit down on the table and begin to negotiate. I'm telling you, Ross, Mike, I'm telling you, nobody should come and mention something that I know. 250 billion was to make sure that the entire Eastern Nigeria bow down to Fulani APC, and they install, bros, and they install their so-called. Look at how they are misbehaving now. Fulani governors in the East. Look at how they look at Wolf from Ebonyi State. They entered a community and killed people on a Sunday morning. Up to today, he has not said anything. They were killing people in Nigeria. Akpabio and Bianca ran to Rome.
Correct, Chinedu.
Forget about that.
You're saying the fact. I have Clive also applauding what you're saying this morning. We have Augustine Ifemori saying more wisdom, Chinedu. Chinedu, more wisdom to you.
Thank you.
Wake up and take Biafra Republic now.
Bro, nobody can come and tell us. See, the generation that wanted Nigeria to work, bros, this generation, bros, forget about it. We are suffering. The Igbos are the worst hit in terms of marginalization. They take their mouth to the confessor. They take their mouth, they confess. All these things, all these elements you are seeing now are just spillover of the so-called Igbo agenda, Igbophobia, that their forefathers told them the story about. But would you ever in life believe that IBEB can come out and say 1966 coup was not an Igbo coup? Every 90% of Nigerians believed it. But I can't do it. You understand?
Thank you so much.
What did I mean? Do you know one thing?
I disagree with you. I totally disagree with what the chairman has said.
Excuse me.
I disagree with you. You're saying that the Igbos are the ones that have been marginalized.
Yes.
I totally disagree with you. Because number one, during the 2023 election, an Igbo candidate came out and he said he voted for, everybody voted for him. And you are saying they are putting them down. This is they benefited a lot. Under Jonathan, they benefited from other governments. What are you saying? And the rest.
Mike, don't be annoyed.
Soludo. And the rest.
Mike, don't be
You
annoyed.
heard what he said.
Mike, please, don't be annoyed. Under Jonathan, what was the message? The message was very clear. The message was very clear for every Dick and Harry to understand. The message is one, Bola Tinubu and his men did not allow Jonathan to breathe
To run his government
one day,
the way
including Buhari. Bros, what happened to the move by Jonathan to build second Nigeria bridge? That was punctured. That was stopped. The issue of seaport, what happened? That was punctured. Bros, when we are talking about appointment, it was basically on federal character. And still, the only problem the Yorubas have with Jonathan was the Bankole and Tambuwa or whatever at that time. They wanted one woman or the other, to be there. And it was this Bola Tinubu that instigated what happened. So you are coming to tell me, what are you telling me? That Igbos were chief of army staff, was controller general, was IG, whatever, of what? That is not correct. What did Igbo man benefit? That you can say that, okay, apart from individual appointment, that Igbos can be proud of in the entire eastern region now, that this is what Jonathan did for the entire Igbo. Rose, point one now. You see, what we need there is very clear. We need a working seaport, a working seaport, a working airport. We didn't see how this is. You understand? But brother, if Jonathan actually carried Igbo along, why did Gaduje came out and said that Igbos will continue to be under marginalization? My brother, well, if it is because you know why I'm saying this, anybody, say if you go to face me, I face you now for Lagos, so that I'm using that kind of language. Face me, I face you now. When you have light, your neighbor does not have light. The one that have light will say you're a demon. That is the picture.
What are you insinuating?
Well, no, I'm not talking to you. When it is your time, you come here and talk. You understand? People have been attacking me from outside. If I attack you people now, they go say, but wait for national peace and stability.
It's my friend.
All right, thank you so much.
Hello.
If you live in a glass house, don't throw stone. If you live in a glass house, don't throw stone. If you live in a glass house, that's my message.
Who is throwing stone?
They are throwing the stone already. Imbalance engagement, imbalance. Everybody enjoy this country, and everybody has to refix this country. Both southeast, both southwest, both the region. Everybody has to. You are so good, and the history matter most. History matter. So please allow us to speak. Yes, let's talk. Let's talk. This is the street. Yeah, the city stand. Yeah, Mr. Michael is live there. Yeah. So sit down. Listen. Let me tell you, my brother. Let us be sincere. You know.
Everybody trust us.
No. Hello. Yeah.
You are the one that we are trusting.
Excuse me, please allow me to speak. Hello. Listen to me. Bola Tinubu talking about those politicians that are debating, joining APC. He tell others to do what? To do and do what?
To join.
What did you say?
There is a statement Bola Tinubu make.
Go and lick your
He
wounds.
said, go and lick your wounds. And at the same time, that statement, let me tell you, you that said go and lick your wound, go and lick your wound, let me tell you, don't see a fellow man like you and look down on him and say he cannot do anything. Because go and lick your wounds seems like you cannot do anything. It's a kind of straight pointing figure. And don't look down on anybody. The same people you are saying go and lick your wounds are the one that put you there. Yes, the Fulanis or the Hausas that is going now against you are the one that make it possible for you to be there. So you cannot just look down on them, and you cannot, take that position away from them. Remember, they still rule. They still rule Nigeria. Even Bola Tinubu being president, they are the one that still ruling. How do I mean? Look at the case of tax reform. How does it end? It ended in favor of the Fulanis. As we speak now, they bend everything to make sure that they work to their favor. And what Bola Tinubu did, nothing. He have to accept it.
Well, let me say something.
Okay.
My name is Emmanuel Bassi Edet.
Okay.
The truth is that what today we are appealing to those who are in government, we know them as political juggernauts. They are not there for the country, the people called Nigerians. They are there for their pockets and their family. As such, the reason why people are angry today is because the country is not being governed the way it ought to be. The country today is not going the way we feel that it should go. In 1960, when we had independence, we believed that the country was going to move forward and people were going to be happy with the nation called Nigeria. I mean, come to think of it, there is no country in Africa that will say that this country does not have more than enough to take care of its citizens. This country has more than enough to take care of its citizens, but the problem we have from inception from 1960 till date is that those who are ruling this nation have failed completely. We need people who can take up mantle and rule the nation as supposed.
Now, sir,
excuse me.
On what you point now, on your point now, then who is that person that you think is capable now? And who do you think is the capable? And do you think that they will allow that person?
Look, as far as I'm concerned, we have capable hands that can rule this country in truth and in fairness to the principles that God wants this country to be. It's just that those who have stolen the wealth of the nation are suppressing those who would have been able to run this country the way it's supposed to go. I want to give you an example. When the election came to be, why will our leaders be telling us they are going to Chatham House? To do what? Is it Britain that will come and tell us what to do in our nation? Rather, we ought to have come together, sit together, find a solution to our problem, like when Jonathan came up with the confab. That confab was a better one, and it would have helped to dose the problem we are going through today. But because they felt that he was going to a kind of a system that will bring about turning around the system, they refused it. Now look at what is happening. A country that has 44 solid mineral resources and better soil, and yet we are poor. It is not called for. As far as I'm concerned, I don't want to know which tribe is ruling as a leader. We want a leader that will come and turn around the situation. In fact, the 1966 coup by Nzogu I kept saying it was not an Igbo coup, not until Babangida himself came to say it wasn't an Igbo coup. He was out to flush those who were into corruption, nepotism.
Yes, sir. You are right.
And he was able to get it right. But you see, the truth is that Nigerians do not want somebody who is truthful.
All right. Thank you so much for your contribution. I really appreciate your name once again.
Emmanuel Bassi Edet from Cross River.
Are you still around?
I say in Ago.
Ago. Oh, Ago. No problem. All right, you drop your number with Mr. All right. Pastor, we need to go. We need to go because of our time.
Okay.
Conclusion.
Conclusion is this: Bola Tinubu should not look down, and those that are going for coalition, you don't know who they are going to bring out as their face. And at the same time, a good market sell himself. It's not something that you begin to, bribe your way out, deceiving or cheating or whatsoever to manipulate. I believe in 2027 there should be a free and fair, and there should be everything on board. Let the Nigerians decide. And let me tell you the fact: if Nigerians are truly to decide, and our vote are truly to be checkmated and be called or mentioned or whichever or counted, listen to me, sir. Bola Tinubu is not going to win 2027 if all these things put in place, because the Nigerians are not happy.
Okay, you disagree? Okay, quickly.
The man is going to win. Comes 2027.
Why did you say that? Why did you say it's going to win?
The man is a mafia, and you know the reason why I come here personally. Because don't that I have enough time. Anytime I have an excuse from I must make sure I touch it. Because you know your work, you are a professional, and the way you present your work, everybody enjoys. You see everybody laugh now. That's exactly Tinubu's nature. Tinubu is a professional. Tinubu can never get any influence on my mind. I only vote for Tinubu to God who made me. I voted for Tinubu first time of AG. Really, I sense the way of politics of Tinubu. I dropped since that time. I don't really need to vote for Tinubu's candidate. But when we talk of politics, don't let us deduce ourselves. He's a professional.
He understands it.
Yes, he knows his work. He knows what he's doing. He knows how to maneuver. When time reach to spend money, Tinubu can spend any amount of money. What time to buy people, even politicians and we the Nigerians.
Can you buy your conscience?
Yes, he does to many people. Can you see money flying at the polling booth? See the pullover, even the time of
I'm sure you know Nigerians are lamenting currently.
I'm coming. Please try to understand me. Now, when it comes to time of say this place where Tinubu needs to appear there as a politician, you will never run. Even though you plan to create Tinubu there, Tinubu will go there. I could remember the time it was that first time I was second governor in Ajasa, that's a Lagos. I was in Ajasa that very day. There were controversies. Tinubu went there, and that very day there was gunshot. Tinubu himself said that it's only God that saved me. When time reaches to Tinubu to appear, he will appear. When you know that you cannot collect money as Mr. Mike, you say, how much I'm going to give you? The promise will allow you to even say what you want.
So he's playing money politics.
Yes, and
that could buy the conscience of Nigerians.
That's what's happening there.
But in the 2027 election,
even
you think that
2027 alone, see what is happening in the House of Representatives and all and the Senate.
The cross-carpeting and all of that, right?
Is it not money by? Now look at what is happening to all these Labour. I voted for Labour Party. That's my election. See all of them supporting for House of Assembly, and that's already.
They disappointed you.
Yes. Now see what is happening now. All of them are sharing money. Are now sharing money. So because the man is ready to give you any amount that you want or anything that you want, not even less money, anything that you want, the man is ready to write it to you. And it's in the field of politics. Let's be sincere. In the field of politics, we are just talking about politics. In the field of politics in Africa today, Tinubu is number one. Others are following.
That's supposed to be in the same society.
It's not supposed to be like that. That's why I always say that
buying people with money.
That's why I always say that there is no democracy in Nigeria and there's no political party in Nigeria.
That's because I keep on saying there's no political party, no democracy in Nigeria. So then how is going to rescue Nigeria? Even we're supposed to go and put our practice our franchise. You reach polling booths, somebody just come from one long way and say, hey, go for our party, take this. You change your mind. I'm not wrong. What are we practicing? There's no democracy in Nigeria, there's no political party in Nigeria. Look at Benga down there today now. It was APC mafia before. I am PDP. Where is he today? Samak. Now with APC. Look at my friend look at my friend
Nobody would like to follow a failure.
look at my friend in Ekiti. That's former governor.
Fayose.
They follow the winner.
He said nobody would like to follow it.
Nobody will like to
To reckon with the failure.
somebody that is a failure.
Why did you say that?
You know, in article life now, article is a failure.
But it's still, but
I totally disagree with you.
Let me land.
Tinubu not failed?
Tinubu is not a failure. He has never lost election anywhere in the world.
Economically, security-wise,
Perfect, my brother. We are different to each other. The way they see Tinubu is not the way I saw the man. Tinubu is a perfect somebody. He's a Moses of this hour. You know, when Moses was moving, no power that can stop Moses. And even when he got to the Red Sea departs. That is Tinubu for you, my brother.
Are you aware of what is going on in the country?
There's nothing going on
In the country?
I don't listen to a negative thing. I will listen to where the man remove a subsidy. Local government autonomy. The man is a perfect man in all way, in my own side. 2031, if he still want to go, I will vote for him.
With the incessant killing
Yes,
in Borno,
killing have never stopped.
Plateau,
Since when British joined us together by force, killing have been started 1960. It is not now. It is now that he reduced. During the outgoing president, the one that just left, they are killing 300. Now, when they kill 12, everywhere will vibrate because there's changes. My brother, Tinubu is a very nice somebody. He's a good politician. You know, they say he used to manipulate. When you are not popular, you can't manipulate. It's only a popular person that can manipulate.
should that be a reason why the oppositions are escaping to the ruling of progressive
They
Congress?
see the man as a lion of this hour. Nobody wants to confront the lion.
The lion of this hour.
The lion. Tinubu is a lion of this country today.
In poverty.
My brother, it is those people that like to be poor. They are poor. In a Greek line now, if you can have a tuber of yam, you know how much it costs. Let them go to the farm. That's why I normally call them a lazy people. When the lazy people want to talk, they talk about hunger. No.
Are you aware of the rate of inflation in Nigeria?
My brother, those things never scarce in America and London. It's only we are promoting our home here. There's no country that is okay. Likewise, where there's no marriage that is perfect. That is life for you, my brother. Some people will poor, some people will be okay. Even in heaven, there's seat. In heaven, there's a higher seat in heaven.
Wonderful.
So to you now, the economy is stable.
Nice. I never see before Tinubu, I've never have about 1 million in my account. But with Tinubu, I have it. Likewise, Igbo that doesn't talk today. The government are promoting the cash in their hand. The money may be weak due to the subsidy, the way they are borrowing your money before we eat. Now, nobody will like to borrow anybody's money. Subsidize fuel, subsidize food, subsidize naira, no, that is end.
You have come here with your baseless analysis.
Oh my God.
That's what
that is it. Life is a competition. A failure will always be a failure. They are failure. That is why they are complaining today. When Tinubu started politics, where is their father? My brother, where is your father when Tinubu started politics? When it was wrestle with IBB and other, where is your father? If you poor today, there's the reason your father doesn't struggle. Tinubu struggle. That is why his friend and associate and his family is clapping for him.
In response to what you said earlier on, Charles is saying God called Moses to liberate Israel. But Tinubu forced himself on Nigerians by saying
we are all full. If we can be around 230 million and one person manipulate himself among millions of people, we are full. When you say one person manipulate 230 million people, that's why I say you are lazy. Very lazy people. A one lion inside the den, that lion escapes. And you now say that lion is not good. Don't mind them, my brother.
I beg, get Oraimo. We need to beat this man this morning.
Yes.
I'll help him beat him. I'll help him beat him.
Come and beat me.
Oraimo,
even I'm asking you again. When they are selling a car, 5,000 in Nigeria, how many did your family buy? Answer in your mind. You may not see me. You may be seeing me, but you hear me. When the car was 5,000 in the whole nation, 5,000 a car, how many did your family buy? A lazy man is a lazy man.
There's a Chima says you are a real example of Baba Sokwe.
Yes, I love that. They're supposed to see Tinubu face in my face. We never lose. People who doesn't like us, but they will bring it when it is time. 2020, 2027 is sure. In another 3 or 5 months, before December, PDP will not have a candidate.
You are reducing my IQ with what you are saying. You are reducing my intelligence with what you are saying. One of our viewers is saying
my brother, I love them for saying that they are lazy. They are very lazy. If you are lazy, you will be a part that complain in your country. Whereby some of your mates is buying a car of 200 million. Can't you go to Lekki and see where your baby is buying a building of 300 million? 1 billion naira, and you are complaining of food, my brother.
You are an APC man to the core.
Yes, sure.
That's what
I'm a Tinubu. If Tinubu go to SSS party today, we move to him with him. We love him. He will never fail. This is comrade Akpabio. I love that man. He's a Moses. I call him Moses because I've seen what he's doing. Before now, my brother, before they say North is manipulating us in the Westerner or the Easterner. Now there's no North that is warning us now. Tinubu have worked enough to stop the hand of the North.
Sometimes it's better to keep quiet. This man. Wow.
Yes.
Africa.
Yes. You see, maybe you never eat today. May God provide food for you. You will laugh with us. Come to our table, you will laugh to you.
Touch it down. I understand this man. This is the result of Tinubu.
Yes, I know. I agree. Tinubu is a Moses. That's why I follow him. It's better to follow Tinubu to the wilderness than to stay with an article in Egypt.
Now, why God they give us this kind of person now?
Yes, it's a God that provides. He has two things. He has winner. When you see a winner, I would like to laugh over my enemy. Maybe those people is enemy of Tinubu.
That table you are talking about, somebody says it's demonic table.
Yes, you don't let him stay in the clean table and continue hunger. Let him. Your enemy is cooking. Don't eat. Your friend will never cook.
All right, diverse messages are coming in, but we need to just end the program this morning. Thank you so much, comrade. All right, thank you so much.
You are not going anywhere.
So sorry, we couldn't take you today.
I have
sorry.
Economy.
Tinubu you know me from the beginning that economy cannot give me heart attack. I'm a happy person. Even food today or food no day. But we thank God we dey chop now. Glory be to God and to all our helper. We thank you very much for always being there for us since morning. More than 2 hours now.
Over 2
Thank you very much, all of you. May God continue to love you and bless you more and more and more.
All right, this is why I love this platform. This is why I love this platform. The man just came from nowhere. That's his Oye, Mr. Oye saying this. And we have Charles saying, Femi, welcome, Daddy. Better person.
Thank you.
Mr. Frank Prince, Mr. Michael, Nigeria don't happen to that man.
Yes, now. Nigeria don't
serious matter.
Serious matter now. When they keep on telling you something every day, you will not see it as a truth alone. You will see it as a gospel truth. So Tinubu has conquered so many people. That is part of them.
This is an example.
He said he will reduce the purchasing power.
Different strokes for different.
That's nothing we can do about
it. Now, Mr. Kuleo will talk. This one was.
So even past Mr. Kuleo, no.
So that's to tell you how the program is. That's the beauty of the program.
Yes.
We can't get anybody.
So,
We can't
so
stop
that they will
anybody
not say we are
from
anti-government.
talking.
We are not anti-government.
We are not anti-government.
We are not
And it's
anti-government.
all about people's opinion.
Yes.
All about municipality.
Yeah.
That is the stuff. I will say goodbye to you, all the viewers.
Bye-bye.
Thank you very much. We shall meet tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone. God bless you.
We love you.
All right.
The master remain till eternity. Òṣìṣẹ́ okay. Bàbá sọ àmọ̀gbọ́n bàbá ó tún gbé ní high level Tinubu ní àbíbà àti bàbá. Comrade Baba Tinubu. Baba
Yes, my brother Akpabio. That's his own opinion. Nobody can describe the man is a free We are providing for ourselves now. That is the difference. Before they are borrowing us Gari to eat every day. We are very lazy citizens. You know, they have been giving us things. Now we are working for ourselves. That is what they don't subsidize Naira, they don't subsidize fuel. You must work for yourself now. That is the difference. And I believe that it's better to stay in the wilderness with Tinubu than to go back to Egypt. I concur. So we are going to promise land. By this time coming here, no another party. And if there's another party now, we will go stay in the room. We will be happy when we are losing.
Ní tó lè pè ẹ̀rí àná tí mo ń takò lórí blabla wọ́n sọ ma tó bẹ́ẹ̀ contest election.
Die, no go down. They don't know Jagaba. They will not know. I don't know. One part of it, 2031 will be very hard because we can take that power by fire by force. We can take that power by fire by force. We can will be.
So are you saying that the North now will not? They are not going to get anything.
They have spent up to 60 years and waste our resources.
Yeah, right. From what I heard, from a reliable information, Tinubu will hand over to Nirubado in 2031.
You will never understand my father, whether he's giving power to anybody. You won't understand him till that day. Tinubu is not what you can think that this is what the man will do.
So it's a political marathon?
No, you don't. It's a Moses. It's a good and Moses have never lost war before. Even when Moses get to Red Sea depart and the man pass.
What is actually motivating you to even support this man?
I said my account was 0 before Tinubu, now I'm $1 million.
Hey!
You can't believe it.
One magic so that I can join your camp.
He allowed the market to move in the way it's supposed to be.
Let me join your camp. I want to join your camp.
Yes, I'm a handwork somebody, air conditioner. Before we are gassing an air conditioner 4,000 naira. Now it's about 40,000 to gas your AC.
Hey.
How much am I going to buy gas from Igbo? 11,000. And I will collect 40 something. Now my account is $1 million. Igbo people are enjoying Tinubu unless they don't want to thank God. Because the money was flowing in the market in the way they like. Nobody subsidized for anybody.
No, it's really.
It's only a lazy man that will say this nation is not good by now.
My brother, the Igbos are not really enjoying Tinubu.
Who are the Igbos? Let them come and let them show me their shop. A cloth before, normal dress before is about 30,000. Now 18,000. Igbo are enjoying. Don't mind.
Are you saying Igbo are really enjoying?
Seriously. Yes, sir.
They are what area?
They are
You are an Igbo man.
My brother.
What? Where area? Which area are you enjoying?
They are the one that train me. They are the one that train me. Let me explain. Don't let people feel they are enjoying this government. I'm based in electronics. That's the TV we used to do under 6,000. But this time around, it's 25,000. That is it. My brother, if you don't.
So the Igbos don't need to complain now.
And what you complain? See, how much are they selling a normal way before? 3,000. Now 18 to 20,000. How much did they buy it? People are enjoying. Tinubu is a father of people. They love him die, but they don't want to tell you. It's better to stay with Tinubu in the wilderness than to go to Egypt of
Comrade, I support you.
I shall be well with you, my brother.
Amen. I support
Everybody is enjoying the man. We are a liar. We are a liar. Truly, the food is cost, but we have times 10 of that money. I say my account is reading million. I'm an engineer. I'm very good in air conditioner. There's nothing happened to the nation. You go and work. Don't be a lazy man. But the problem is that if you don't have work in Nigeria, woe unto you because you will die of hunger. No subsidy again. No subsidy again. Go and work.
Buhari, how are you?
My brother, I'm a Tinubu.
Okay, you're a Tinubu.
Yes.
But now Buhari tell us, say, no, you are lazy.
No, you are lazy. You people are lazy.
He just accused the Igbo that he said the Igbo people are enjoying now.
Okay, Igbo people are enjoying.
Yes.
That's how.
Brother,
Now you give us the enjoyment.
what you are selling in Nigeria, what you are selling in 3,000 before. What you are selling in 3,000 before is 18,000.
Okay, now, what we are doing 2,000 before.
He said, the one I'm doing 2,000 before is about 18 to 24,000 now.
You are an Igbo man.
No, I was trained by Igbo.
Don't go. Come and challenge him.
Don't be lazy. You are lazy. That is the problem of the nation. You are very fast in pregnancy, woman, but you can't stay in the farm. God bless you, my brother. God bless you.
No region is above any other region. No one should excuse himself. We all enjoy this country. We all enjoy this country.